A few weeks have elapsed since I inadvertently landed myself in the middle of a string of sexual assault and rape allegations against Sam Pepper.
I don't know why they told you, Miss Laci Green. I really don't. I don't understand why all of these girls, all of them, thousands of them, sent you messages of how Sam Pepper sexually assaulted them. I don't understand why they sent that to you. They should have sent all of that to the police. Something sounds real fishy. Something doesn't make a great deal of sense to me right now. And I'm not saying that they're lying. But what I am saying is, I'm not inclined, I don't believe them. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying they're lying. But I am saying, until I see some proof and some evidence, I'm not inclined to think that these people are telling the truth. Because it doesn't make any sense to me. So let's keep going.
In that time, international news media outlets have picked up the story. Many YouTubers have made amazing videos on the topic, which I'll put links to in the description. As a result,
now, bear in mind that there are thousands of people who agree with those very amazing YouTubers, right, who made their videos. Because that's going to become very important towards the end of this video that I'm making.
Sam was dropped from most YouTube conventions, he lost a corporate sponsorship, and from what I can tell, he was dropped from the YouTube Partner Program. This is all because you spoke out, and we should all be really proud of the community taking sexual assault seriously. That is amazing. That said, I am still unsettled because there have been no legal consequences.
Okay, really? So confirmed by Laci Green, there have been no legal consequences. Nothing legal happened, hasn't even been taken to court, and he's lost his livelihood. Now, I'm not defending Sam Pepper because if he actually did do all this stuff, take his ass to jail, and I hope he drops the soap. I really do. Take him to jail. Take him to jail, and then we'll be done with it. And let the jail niggas handle him. But if he didn't, well then he just lost all of that shit on a bunch of lies. And that's what you people want. That doesn't bother you? That doesn't make you people think a little bit? Innocent until proven guilty? You people never asked to get shown the money? Shown some evidence? Let's keep going.
More reports of alleged sexual assault and rape have been filed with the police. BBC and Channel 4 uncovered that in July, Sam was investigated by LAPD on sodomy charges, but the case was dropped because she didn't want to testify. The Daily Dot also profiled a young woman who was allegedly raped and then threatened by Sam when she considered taking legal action. Sam has responded to all of this by ignoring it, pretending that none of it ever happened.
Pretending that it never happened. Laci, you do understand that you have assumed that he's guilty, right? You realize that. That you believe these women. And you haven't even considered the idea that they could be lying. Do you not see a problem with that?
Of course. He's also blocked me. I've continued to receive a tidal wave of threats and hate mail from his fans. Well,
who cares? So what? Block him. Don't read the messages. You know what you need to do? Take him to court is what you need to do, because you got thousands, Laci, all of those other prominent YouTubers, thousands of people who can recount stories of Sam Pepper. Take him to fucking court and put his ass in jail. If you have hundreds of thousands of people with different experiences in different places, we shouldn't even be here right now.
There are still toxic pressing charges nobody has yet, and as a result, Sam walks free, unscathed by the legal system.
Again, Laci, you have made the assumption that he's guilty. Do you not understand the problem there?
And sadly, that is normal. 97%, that's the percentage of sexual predators that are never punished by the legal system for their crimes.
You know, Laci, the only way to know that 97% of all sexual predators walk free is to have the knowledge that they are guilty and they were proven to be innocent. You realize that, right? That you have assumed that 97% of those men were guilty and that they walked free. Do you not see the issue here? It's called the assumption of guilt. You are not supposed to be guilty until proven innocent. You are supposed to be innocent until you are proven guilty. That's how the U.S. justice system is supposed to work. But I guess it doesn't. It sucks. It's horrible. So I just kind of have to ask. I just kind of have to wonder, Laci, I hope you watch this. I really do. I hope some feminists watch it. I want to know your opinion on this. Please explain to me, what are your thoughts on false rape accusations? I just watched a couple of videos of two men who were falsely accused of rape. I want to know. I want to know your thoughts. What are your thoughts on that? On women lying about being raped? I just want to know your opinion.
6 times. That's the average number of times that a predator will violate someone. If you Google rapist walks free, you'll be met with thousands of disturbing stories of predators of all kinds, some with mounds of evidence piled against them, who pay no price.
And I don't believe that worth shit. I was just on YouTube 5 minutes ago before I even made this video and saw I saw a man get released from jail after 29 years on a false rape accusation. I see more false rape accusations than I mean, most men who actually rape do end up getting in jail, considering the fact that's when most rape happens, but I'm just some nappy-headed nigga on the internet. Let's just keep going.
What? How does this happen?
Because you have assumed their guilt, Laci. That is how it happens.
For one thing, our culture is generally dismissive of rape. People ardently defend rapists and blame the victim for it. The victim blames themselves, and rape myths flourish. That alone closes the door to justice for the majority of people. For the minority that do pursue justice, it is an uphill battle.
Yeah, you're gonna tell that to all of those innocent men in jail right now on some false rape accusations? Or all those men who were almost persecuted? It's an uphill battle? Okay, alright. I just want you to go, talk to them about that. That's all I want you to do, just chat with them about, when some woman lied on them and said that they raped them when they really didn't. I just want to know, just, talk to them. Because I got nothing to say to that.
Rape is very difficult to prosecute.
And that is the first statement in this entire video that I finally agree with Laci on. It is a very difficult crime to prosecute. And that's not sarcasm, that's me being completely honest. It is a difficult crime to prosecute. That's why I always say the primary goal of any rape victim is to heal from the stress of what happened and not always to seek legal justice. Okay, and I will explain that in detail in just a second, so let's keep going.
It's a crime that happens behind closed doors, there's usually no witnesses, there's usually no physical marks, so in court it ends up being their word versus the rapist's word, and overwhelmingly people believe the rapist.
There we go again with the assumption of guilt.
From the police investigator meant to help them to the jury that's supposed to serve justice.
Yes, Laci, and if there is not enough evidence to convict the person, what do you want them to do? You want them to make up evidence? You want them to assume that they're just as guilty as you think they are? That's not how the legal system works, Laci. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It doesn't work that way. Sorry. Actually, I'm not fucking sorry. Because maybe those women were just lying, and justice was served. The only person who knows that is God. Okay? And some people don't even believe in God. So no one would really know, according to those people. So
multiple studies throughout the decades have found that police do not believe women who report rape.
That's crock bullshit. If I'd ever heard some, that's a crock of bullshit. If I ever heard some, if I ever heard some, that's a crock of bullshit.
This translates into police investigations which involve harassment and intimidation of the victim.
Or maybe it just involves questions on trying to understand what happened, considering the fact that they weren't there, Laci. Granted, there's corruption in the police force, but what would you have the victim do? Please tell me. What do you want them to do?
It's actually so common that the phenomenon has been dubbed academically as the second rape.
It doesn't really make any sense based on the definition of the fucking word rape now, doesn't it? Actually, no, it doesn't. It makes no fucking sense. It can't be the second rape. Let's keep going.
Juries are also unbelieving of victims and have let rapists walk free because they were wearing tight pants or they were drunk at the time.
Can you please stop assuming that these men are guilty? Do you not understand the U.S. court system, Laci Green?
Then there's the fact that a criminal case can take months and requires the survivor to repeat the story 10, 12 times.
And what would you have them do, Laci? What would you have them do? Of course they're going to have to repeat the story 10, 12, 20 times if they want justice. That's the price. That's the price you have to pay. You also have to spend thousands of dollars on a lawyer too. That's just the way this. I didn't make up the rules of engagement, Laci, and neither did you. But that's the cards we've been dealt with. Okay.
They have to testify in court, be examined, ask invasive questions to try to paint them as a liar or a slut who really wanted it, all in front of their rapist, the rapist's lawyer, the jury, and other people that are doubting them.
Yes, Laci, you are describing the U.S. court system. Of course, that's what's going to have to happen. Okay? Sorry, that's just the way it is. I mean, what do you want them to do? I mean, like, what do you want them to do? What do you want?
Go through all of this and accept that the chance of finding closure is very small, and there's a good possibility that the rapist will shoot them a smile and walk out those doors.
Again, here you are with the assumption that they're guilty, and never the thought crossing your mind that the woman lied or was mistaken.
It's all incredibly inhumane. 97% walk free. And then the UN and the White House and all the good people of the world are sitting there scratching their heads asking why this happens so often. Well, maybe it's because rapists know that they'll be defended both within and without the legal system.
Rapists will be defended. By who? The only person they would ever be defended by is by their lawyer. So, yeah. Most people don't like rapists, Laci. I despise rapists. I'm not a big fan of them. In fact, if I were to ever see a man try to rape a woman, well, I'm probably gonna go to jail too. So with that being said, I don't know who the fuck you think you're talking about when you say people are going to defend rapists. I just don't.
No, there will be no real consequences. Maybe it's because our justice system places an enormous burden on victims. Maybe it's because 97% of predators are left alone to do it again and again and again. To hit block, to leave it in the past, to see it as a rough career patch, and with time, to quietly keep preying on new, unknowing people.
Well, we're at the end of the video. And here's something that, there's 3 things I want you guys, if you get anything out of this video, there's 3 things really. And 2 out of those 3 things are questions I want answered. But here's one thing I want you guys to really think about. Did you notice throughout Laci's video how she constantly complained about the court system, and how she constantly complained about how rapists get to walk free, and how she assumed that these men were guilty, and she assumed that all of these women were telling the truth? We'll link in the description box below to a couple of cases where men were falsely accused of being raped, and I want to know a woman's, let me rephrase that, a feminist's point of view on the false rape allegations that happened. This video is for the feminists. It's not for my subscribers. I want some feminists to come on this video and to comment on this video. That's what I want. I want to see that. Because here's my question. What do you want these rape victims to do? You constantly complain about how a lot of rape victims do not go tell their stories, and they don't. A lot of rapes go unreported, actually. I think it was like upwards of 60%, which makes no fucking sense, by the way. But they don't ever get reported. And to me, it is no wonder as to why that's the case, considering the fact that you have people like Laci Green telling these victims that the police aren't going to help them, and you have people like Laci Green telling these victims that the court system is going to let the rapists go free. Of course nobody reports them. If you tell them that the only outlet to help them will not help them, is it really any shock or wonder why these people don't report them now? is there really any level of confusion at this point? You tell them that the police are going to defend the rapist, and then you wonder why they don't fucking tell the police? There's no level of confusion here. It makes perfect sense. That's why they don't tell anybody, because you people keep telling them nothing's going to help them. So here's my question. What do you want these rape victims to do? What do you want them to do? You want them to go on YouTube and complain about it where nobody can help them out, where they'll never get the help they need? What do you want them to do? That's my question, you feminists. I want to know, what do you want them to do? If they can't go to the police, if they can't go to the court system, what do you want these rape victims to do? That's my first question. My second question is, how do we live in a rape culture? When Sam Pepper, who hasn't even been brought to court yet, lost his livelihood based on allegations of rape and sexual assault. Just the allegations got all of that shit on YouTube and got him to lose his partnership. The allegations did that. So how do we live in a rape culture? Those are my two questions. Now, you people can say whatever you want. You can call me, I'm just some nappy-headed nigga on the internet. I really am. I got 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. 1,000 awesome people who click that subscribe button. I'm not popular, I'm not famous, you don't have any obligation to me, but please, if you do one thing watching this video, if you comment one thing, insult me as much as you fucking want, call me stupid, dumb, ignorant, a dumbass, whatever, dislike the video, I don't fucking care, as long as you answer the questions. Please, please, if you can only answer one question, I genuinely want to know, what do you want the rape victims to do? Please. After that, call me whatever you want to fucking call me. I don't give a shit. Just answer that one question. Just answer that one question. What do you want them to do? And after that, I'm done with this video. With that being said, I certainly hope you guys got something out of this video. And if you did, man, please, go ahead and click the like button. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. Comment in the comment box below. And as always, have a great day. I'll see you cool cats soon. Adios.